I'm going to show how to make some smoke and some snow in Mozilla Hubs. This is a picture of my mom in the 70s playing in a snowy yard in Seoul. I see some chimneys. I'm going to build a whole scene around this, but to make it kind of come to life a bit, I wanted to, try to add some effects. So we'll add a particle system here, and that'll be the basis for our smoke. We're going to turn each of these particles into a kind of a cloud of smoke. So I found a transparent picture of a cloud, and if you just swap it in, it's they're too small, but we can make them be about 10 meters. That's looking pretty good. And then we'll make them grow to about 20 meters. So this is already kind of convincing, but let's see what else we can do. We should be able to make it rise. Actually, let's start by making a little bit less of it. Let's make 30 or so instead of 100. And then let's make it rise, like I said. So we'll want the, let's see, the start velocity to be, let's say 2, and let's make it go to 4. And it's kind of appearing in the same spot. Let's give it a little bit of angular velocity, so that makes it spin a little bit. We can make it spin quite a bit if we want, kind of like smoke might. And let's make it drift a bit. So let's give it like a little bit of directional drift, like there's some wind going. We can also make it start faded out. So we might want to slow it down a little bit if we do that. But the idea is that we don't have it appear in a jarring way. And then we can make it fade out at the end too. So this is pretty good smoke. And you can see it's sort of three-dimensional. I'm making it grow. You can make it grow more. You can make it really billow out into this big cloud. Or you can make it smaller and tighter. So that's pretty good. How do we do snow? So let's start with a new emitter, and let's get close to it. For this one, it's different from smoke. We kind of want like a lot of different particles. And let's start by orienting it downwards. It's not such a big deal, the direction it's pointing, but kind of might as well. And then instead of putting one snowflake picture on each of these, we're going to take maybe 30 dots that I drew, and we're going to make each particle be 30 dots. So it's pretty faint. Let's make these bigger. They're so tiny. And they're going to grow, but not as much. Maybe they spread out, right? We'll name this one Snow. So this is pretty good. What else can we do? Let's give this some spin as well, because it'll be kind of blowing around. And we can also make it kind of fade out as it reaches its end of life, so to speak, so it doesn't sort of blink out. There's so much of it that I think we're basically all right here. We could slow it down a little bit in the spinning. And then we can also increase the speed if we want, so it sort of speeds up as it falls. That's too much, but maybe 1. And then, there we go. If we're kind of under it, we feel pretty good. Now, if you want to make this around your whole, in a big scene, you got to make many more of them. It's kind of like a movie set. You've got to put snow emitters all over the place. So there you go. A lot of snow, and when you deselect, you'll sort of see the effect. Snow in the foreground and the background, and our smoke. And that's it.